big iron padlock. It's locked with a big padlock.
Okay, well, we have an axe, so...
It's been a while since I chopped firewood, but I think I'll be able to knock the lock off pretty clean.
Hopefully my talisman is in there.
Oh, shit!
April.
Thank the balance she's all right. Are you all right, April? April? Are you sleeping? She's sleeping, bless her little heart. Boy, is she cute. Too bad she's just a chick and not a bird. April, wake up!
Crow, I was so worried I thought the storm got you.
Me? Honey, I'm the sidekick. Didn't you ever read any legends? The sidekick always survives.
So you're fine?
A few singed tail feathers, and I'm so charged up sparks fly when I try to peck something. Other than that, better than ever. The sea air does wonders for my allergies.
I didn't realize you had allergies.
Exactly.
Welcome back to the longest journey. We're stranded. Not even stranded, actually. We are in a shipwreck in the middle of an ocean. Hopefully, we're not the only people that survived. But that didn't go as planned, and I didn't get my talisman back.
Do you know what happened to the crew?
As far as I know, they got away in the lifeboat.
There was a lifeboat?
One of those magic fold-up types, yeah.
I guess they forgot all about me.
I think the captain said something like, "Aye, let the wench drown and justice be done." But, I could have been wrong.
Any idea where the lifeboat is heading?
South, I guess. From what I can remember of the old man's stories about the sea, Tagade would be the closest civilized island.
Any idea how I'm gonna get to the islands now?
You could swim. Humans swim, don't they? They must, or you wouldn't be here now.
I don't swim. And nobody can swim that far. There's no land visible in any direction.
Well, I'd suggest flying, but you don't have the necessary equipment.
Why don't you try and find the closest island?
I could do that, but I'd have to leave you on your own.
Crow, I'll be fine.
All right. Don't blame a bird for trying to be a gentleman. Gentle bird, whatever. I'll be back as soon as I can. Don't go anywhere.
Where would I go?
Girls always disappear on me. Trust me.
And here we are. New diary entry. It is now Friday. At sea and in deep shit. Not that I don't deserve it. Whatever punishment I get, I definitely deserve it. I sunk a ship, jeopardized the lives of everybody aboard, and stranded myself in the middle of the ocean with a blazingly hot sun and no land in any direction as far as the eye can see. Not to mention the very obvious fact that I have no food nor water. At least I got crow, that's something. Not a lot, but something. I can think of only one word right now, and it won't really do me any good. Help. If God or the balance or some other cosmic force is watching right now, why don't we agree on this? You get me out of this, I owe you a favor. Deal? Is that a yes? It's stormy in real life. Maybe you'll be able to hear it. It's quiet for right now. Oh, what's that?
What the hell is that? Uh-oh, for some reason the story of the bloodthirsty cannibal merman of the Sea of Song suddenly pops to mind.
Oh, maybe it's friendly. Yeah, maybe you'll be able to hear the rain in the background. It's a little quiet for right now. We just crashed with our ship. It's our own fault. And we have no idea if we're close to the Isle of Alais, where we were supposed to go. And we were supposed to be not too far off the coast. But maybe not even off of that island.
This is all that's left afloat of the White Dragon. I'm either the luckiest person alive or the unluckiest person about to die a slow, horrible death.
So what is out here? What do we have in our inventory? Oh, head.
Hi. Do you speak Arcadian? Guess not. Doesn't seem so bloodthirsty and cannibalistic up close, though, does it?
And you get the other option of touching it. Touch it.
Hey, come over here and let me pet you. You're just like a seal, aren't you?
Oh, bloody typical. I told her, she didn't believe me. Girls always disappear on me. Always.
Okay, so we're underwater. This looks like that one inside that one creature in Ocarina of Time. We have a new diary entry, no doubt. Captured, kidnapped, abducted by mermen. I'm trapped underwater in a tiny little bubble of air. And why am I not panicking right about now? If I'm ever gonna panic, this would be a good time. I'm claustrophobic and I have a fear of water. This situation combines all my phobias into one tidy little package, and yet I feel relaxed. Like it's all gonna be okay, it's gonna work itself out. April, listen to me, you're screwed. How are you gonna get out of this one? By using your head? Right, my head. That'll help me breathe underwater. No, what I need is some scuba diving equipment. Either that or gills. And I need to talk to these mer people, find out why they saw fit to rescue me and bring me here. Indeed.
It's a drawing of a man cutting his finger open and squeezing some blood into a bowl together with some green, mossy stuff. Then he mashes it together and... oh, gross! He dips a black pearl in it and eats it. That's barbaric. Maybe the stories about the cannibal mermen were true after all. But hey, in the next one he seems capable of speaking fluently with the creatures that brought me here. I wouldn't mind that, if it could get me the hell out of here.
And then in the last one, he's got a potion and he's swimming.
Drawing of a man, a human, sticking a strange polyp-shaped object into his mouth. Ugh! In the next drawing, he seems to be able to breathe underwater. Convenient, if somewhat radical. The walls look organic. And those blue things. I think they're polyps of some kind. They live inside the wall and are part of the structure. National Geographic would go nuts over stuff like this.
And now we grab one.
There's fresh oxygen coming through here. These polyps must process the oxygen in the water somehow. That's how I'm able to breathe in here.
Okay, so we got one of the gross polyps.
It's the polyp I yanked out of the wall.
Can we eat
This
it?
is so disgusting, but I have to get out of here.
Now go into the water. Oh, we should have water breathing now.
They must have built that house specifically for air-breathing creatures like myself.
You can see this city in the background. Shell?
It's a big seashell.
Pry it open. Or do we need a tool for that?
There's a large black pearl inside the seashell.
I'll take the pearl. Yeah. Black pearls are really rare.
It's a big black pearl. I could probably get like $1 million for this at home. Here it's like a weed or something. They must have been...
Seaweed.
The seaweed here is so thick and tangled, it looks almost deliberate.
A game volume should be totally fine when you're watching this video, but a spear.
It's a spear. A harpoon, I guess it's called in maritime terminology.
But yeah, it's hard to hear from me right now because of the storm in the background.
It's a glowing green substance that's spread evenly across the walls, providing light and heat.
Grab the spear.
Sorry.
Okay, well, hello, mer
It's
person.
a person. God knows what sex it is, but I'm sure it's not the one that kidnapped me. That one had smaller wings.
Who are you?
Who are you? Lucky me, I'm stuck at the bottom of the sea with Bubbles the mermaid. There's got to be a way to communicate with these creatures.
There is. Okay, we have this green stuff.
It's a small amount of a glowing green substance.
Right, we actually have what I think is on that first drawing. And it seems pretty obvious that it's saying if you take all this, you can communicate with the fishes. You gotta have blood and mix it with the green stuff. The push pin.
If this gets infected and I have to chew off my finger to fight the gangrene, I'm suing somebody.
Sorry, April.
Things I do to save the world. Worlds.
Blood. Wait, let's examine it
A
first.
drop of my sweet, precious blood.
Green stuff with blood.
It's a small amount of a glowing green substance.
And then with the pearl, Golden pearl.
The pearl has turned a golden color and it's glowing with magic.
Okay, now
Always
eat
had
that.
trouble swallowing pills, especially huge golden magical ones. Well, here goes nothing. Ooh.
Well, let's try now. Go back to the mermaid. I do like the way they look. They look a lot more like a creature and not like just a half human.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, we understand.
Nice.
Weird. I have this nagging feeling in the back of my mind that I shouldn't be able to understand what you're saying, but I do.
You have passed the 2 tests of the Gatherer, Landwalker. Breathing water and speaking the tongue of the Merum. You can serve us now.
I don't want to serve you. You're called the Merum.
Are your people called the Merum?
We are the Merum. Most Landwalkers call us mermen or merpeople, but the Merum is our name in truth.
And who are you?
Are you, man?
We are the queen of the 3rd city of the Merum, enlightened keeper of the Tanyan, protector of the light.
You're the queen?
I'm sorry, Your Majesty, I really had no idea you were a queen.
We are just a queen. Our function is to serve the people, to light our cities, provide food for our men and children, and to protect them from the snapjaw that hunt us in the dark.
Interesting take on it. So I just happened to accidentally, the first place I wandered into happens to have their queen. Or one of their queens. We don't know how many rulers they might have. But she seems to have a pretty sober outlook on what her job entails. She sees herself as a public servant, it seems. But she did talk about me serving them as well. What about serving you?
Serve you?
You have been brought here to serve us as the Gatherer of Tanyan.
What is Tanyan?
What's Tanyan?
Tanyan is life. Tanyan brings light to darkness and sustenance to our caves. Tanyan keeps the snapjaw from our children and heats us when it is cold. Tanyan is life.
Still don't really know what it is, but I guess it makes sense that it's important to you. So where does it come from?
Where does Tanyan come from?
Our gatherers collect it from the caves and shores of the islands, but there is less Tanyan to be found each season, and we need help.
How does Tanyan do all those things that you're saying?
How does Tanyan do all those things you said?
Tanyan provides warmth and light. It draws the harvest close.
Harvest?
The creatures of the sea that we eat, the golden tail, and the weed-eye, and the sand-eater.
Fish. You're talking about fish.
The harvest, yes, that is what we said. The harvest is drawn to the light and to the heat, but the snapjaw are clever. They stay away. They know the light allows us better aim with our spears.
The word fish doesn't scientifically mean anything, but it would probably make sense that they have different words for it. If their whole life is underwater, that they have words to differentiate what is something they can eat and what is something that is a predator. Ooh, sorry, just lightning flashed. In real life, that was a close lightning strike, actually. I'm very curious how, if you can hear the thunder and how it sounds at all. Why can't you gather Tanyan yourself?
Why can't you gather Tanyan yourself?
We do, but we cannot move far from our cities, or the snapjaw will hunt us and eat us. If we travel in force, we leave our men and children without guard. And we cannot travel too close to the islands, or the winged demons may catch eye of us. They leave our gatherers alone, though, so you have nothing to fear.
Okay, but the snapjaw or whatever it's called might hurt me, and that doesn't seem to be a concern for you. Also note that this seems to be a matriarchal society because the men and children stay at home. The winged demons, I think, are the people of Alais.
Who are the winged demons?
Ugly, leathery creatures who defy nature to fly up there in the sky. They are evil and live to destroy our people.
Yeah, do Snapjaw not kill the gatherers?
Don't the Snapjaw kill the gatherers?
Rarely. Your meat is bitter and tough, not soft and tender like ours.
I won't ask how you know that. I think I've learned enough about Tanyen for now.
You have learned nothing, but your training will teach you what you need to know.
Just please know that whatever is going to happen today, this is going to be a temporary arrangement, Your Majesty. Do you know where my ship went down?
Do you know where my ship went down?
The vessel you foolishly travel in above the water, it rests not far from the city, just past and beyond the Landwalker's bubble where you were first brought.
It's not foolish.
It is dead.
Yeah, it is dead, yes. Do you know the island of Alais?
Do you know the island of Alais?
Yes, we know the island of Alais. Our gatherers find Tanyan there, and the Miram once had a city in the shallow waters below it.
Can you bring me there?
Until your training is complete, you cannot go gathering. We cannot risk losing you to the Snapjaw, or to have you desert your duties to our people.
How long will my training take?
6 cold oceans.
6 years? Sure, that makes sense. Everything in this world takes ages.
Can we not do like an accelerated learning program? I didn't actually remember this, that this applies to the Mayrim, but I've been told you worship an old god who lives in the deep.
I've been told that you worship an old god who lives in the deep.
How did you come by this forbidden knowledge?
I picked it up on my way here. Could you take me to him?
You? No, we cannot. Unless you are Miram, you are not even allowed to speak of our sleeping god.
Alright, well that's Lovecraftian. Thanks for your time.
Thanks for your time.
We will call on you soon to begin your service. Until then, you should stay inside the Landwalker's bubble and away from the dark waters where the Snapjaw lurk.
Oh, there is actually an item I missed here.
It's a pretty blue crystal.
Blue crystal. I grab it. First crystal.
It's the crystal I took from the Marian's home.
What can you tell me about this crystal?
Do you need this?
No, it is of no value to us.
Where did you find it? It looks very old.
I believe one of the children found it just outside the city, not far from the Landwalker's bubble, among the seaweed by the rocks. We have used it for decoration in our hall, but you are welcome to it. Consider it a gift, gatherer.
Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, no, this ancient crystal is just something we found lying around. We did learn a couple things. We're not gonna wait around. Let's see if we can move around the seaweed. She said the crystal was found near here. Obviously, we're not gonna wait and train for 6 years. We're gonna speed things
There's
up.
one of those crystals buried in the sand among the seaweed.
Second crystal.
It's the crystal I found among the seaweed.
Well, there's actually...
There's an entrance to a cave
Yeah.
back here. Judging by the amount of seaweed, it's a long time since anybody's been in there.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, there's clearly something behind here. We can get to it. Ooh. Stone altar.
This inscription looks like a huge pyramidic structure with an eye in the middle.
Okay, hold on for 1 sec. So there's clearly a ritual involved with this, but there's 2 more crystals buried in the sand here. And I assume they have to be placed onto this. Ooh.
This ring is inscribed with the image of a Miram.
Okay, we can... This... Oh, this is... this is reminding me of the doors in certain dungeons in Skyrim. And you have one of those gemstone or precious metal claws. And then you have to examine the claw. And it lines up 3 different symbols. And you have to line up rings of the door with those same symbols. And it lets you go through. I hope that made any sense to you. If you've played Skyrim, you'll know what I'm talking about.
It's the crystal I took from the Marian's home.
So this one has... These 2 have the same kind of shapes on it. You got something round here and an arrow. So this is the arrow.
It's a long spear with hooks. Probably a harpoon then.
Yeah. And fire.
This ring is inscribed with the image of a bird.
Bird.
This ring is inscribed with the image of a Miram.
Miram.
This ring is inscribed with the image of a clay pot.
Clay pot. And what is... I can't click on this, but maybe that's where I set down the thing.
This inscription looks like a fish.
Fish.
It's inscribed with the image of a wave, probably representing water.
Wave.
One-eyed pyramid.
And the one-eyed pyramid. The 4th crystal. Does not go there. Oh, we get a twist, twist. Hold on. Yeah. Let's see. It can't quite go here, because you can see here. This lines up. And now wave is pointing this way and fish is pointing this way. Okay, I figured it out a little better. I thought surely they have to, you can't put them on the slot that, you know, it's, so there's 4 symbols and there's 3 sides on each crystal. So one of the 4 symbols isn't on one of the sides. Surely, because this one doesn't have the arrow, or the harpoon, I should say, means it shouldn't be on the harpoon. But it actually does. And now these sides still line up if you think about it differently. Crystal is this way, or sorry, crystal, the pyramid is pointing this way. Wave is pointing this way. And the fish, you might think it's pointing towards here, but if you think it's pointing the opposite direction, then it lines up with the fish. And so then maybe our yellow makes sense. Uh-oh. Go back to the puzzle. So third crystal. Shouldn't go on here. It's got the spear, the arrow, the pyramid, so it's going up on here. Okay. I said spear and arrow, that makes no sense. Now, the side here, I'll show you. So right now the pyramid is pointing the correct way. Arrow was pointing, the harpoon was pointing towards here. And the last one is wave, now pointed towards the wave. I'm rambling, but I'm hoping that you're understanding my logic for this puzzle. That one has... Ugh, go back. If I click a little bit too far off the screen, it just takes me out of the puzzle. That one goes like this. No, it doesn't. What if this one goes here? And this one goes here. Okay. And I think I have the solution for the rings also. Here, the fish and the bird are kind of opposites of each other. The fire and the wave. Like, I guess pot and harpoon, I can kind of see it. But then I don't understand one-eyed pyramid and the one we're left with is Mayrum. But that totally is the solution. Now we have incredible drawings on the walls here.
It looks like some kind of visual history of the Mayrum people. According to this first tablet, oh my god, it turns out the Mayrum came to Earth inside a type of spaceship from another planet. They're aliens? Not that anything should surprise me at this point, but still. They look very different back then, though. It must have been a long time ago. Their ship looks to have been a living thing, according to these drawings. Wait a minute. Could this be their ancient god, one of the dragons? I think it has to be. After they arrived on Earth, their species divided in two. One crawled into the sea, the other onto land. What does that mean?
What if
This
the...
must be a while later, because the Mayrum look like they do today. At least the ones who went into the sea do. The other ones? They have wings.
That's what I was about to
Going
say.
Guess, I'd say that the ones who went to live on land became the Alation, which means the Mayrum and Alation are related.
That's what I
This
was
one, They're living
thinking.
close to each other and in peace. And it seems they share equally in the production of tan yen, which attracts fish for both peoples to eat. Then something happens. Or, it looks like, and the Mayrum and Alation move away from each other.
They're no longer in balance.
In this last one, tan yen is beginning to become scarce, and the Mayrum are losing many of their young ones to the snapjaw. They fear the Alation, and they forget their common heritage. At the very end, there's a prophecy, I think. The Mayrum and the Alation joining hands once again. When they do, tan yen becomes plentiful and both people prosper.
You'd be a great archaeologist, April.
The crystals on the altar light up the entire cave.
Is this anything? Symbol.
It's a circular indentation framed with the image of two dragons biting each other's tails, almost exactly like the markings on my talisman.
The balance. Oh, but I don't have the talisman. It's in the ship that... It's in the sunken ship. Yeah, we do have to find the wreck. I don't like that noise. Let's go talk to the queen.
Can we talk for a minute?
Yes, Gatherer. We may.
Found something very important.
Why was the cave with the altar and the wall painting just outside the city abandoned?
What? Show us this cave. Immediately.
Right.
I lit the cave by placing the crystal from your palace together with 3 more crystals I found on the altar and moving the stone rings into their correct positions.
Can it be that you are... But you are a gatherer. You cannot be she.
Oh, you better believe it.
Who can't I be?
The Water Stiller. She who, by prophecy, will deliver us from strife and unite us as one people. She who will uncover the ancient shrine.
Looks pretty ancient to me.
This is the shrine, yes. And you have brought light to the darkness as well. But the other prophecies, you have not fulfilled them. You have not proven yourself to be the Water Stiller yet.
How can I do that?
Yeah, let me prove it.
Come back with us, and we will tell you.
It would suck to come all this way and then turn out not to be the one. Who is the Water Stiller?
Who is the Water Stiller?
She is of the prophecies. She will bring an end to strife and unite our people.
How can I prove that I'm the Water Stiller?
You have uncovered the ancient shrine and brought light to the darkness. But this could be just chance. You must show us the witness you carry of your mission to the balance.
The talisman! Damn, I lost it when the storm hit us.
You must also kill a snapjaw with a spear, and then you will have proven yourself to us. Once you have done this, we will aid you in your quest to make us one people.
Where do I begin?
Take this spear and slaughter a snapjaw. This must be done to prove your strength, and to prove you are of the Miram.
Where do I find the snapjaw?
If you are the Water Stiller, you will find a way.
Yeah, no big deal. Take the spear. Alright. I like that we're holding it.
I'm wet.
Me too, April. Harpoon.
It's a Marian spear. Or harpoon. Whatever.
Whatever. Is there an important difference between a spear or a harpoon?
It's the Queen of the Marin.
Okay, she told me the shipwreck wasn't far. From the breathing bubble. I don't like that noise. What if it's a bad fish? Oh, hey, what's this? Nothing. Okay. Here's our wreck. I'm guessing that's a snapjaw.
The snapjaw's keeping to the shadows, waiting for me to get close enough to attack.
I like how nobody screamed or anything. It's just... He's just there. Stab him. What was that animation? That's amazing.
It's dead. I killed it.
Yeah, awesome. Take a trophy.
I'll need something to bring back to prove that I killed the snapjaw. This tooth will do just fine. Oh Man, that's sharp. I had no idea Snapjaw had razor teeth. If I did, better not think about that now.
Okay. We still have to enter the wreck. There's our talisman.
It's my talisman. What incredible luck.
Grab it. Yeah, there we have it.
It's the
Talisman.
talisman of the balance.
The talisman of the balance. I also want to examine the tooth and see our new diary entry. Its body just kind of floating there. That was less stressful, thankfully, but a lot less climactic, a lot more anticlimactic than when we fought the Gribbler, the witch-looking lady in the woods.
It's the sharp fang from a Snapjaw's, jaw.
Okay, and then I'll read the diary entry we got. Thursday afternoon. I'm surprised April knows what time it is. The Merim Queen believes I may be what they call the Water Stiller. Why not? After all, I am April Bandu Mbata, and I'm probably what the Vinar called a Kan Angla. I'll have to hear someone pronounce that at some point. So why not the Water Stiller? Thing is, this time I have to prove it. The Water Stiller is supposed to uncover an ancient shrine and bring light to the darkness, which I've already done. Then I have to show some proof of my mission, the talisman, which the captain locked away in the chest, and kill a Snapjaw. Kill a Snapjaw! What am I, an Amazon hunting woman person? I think not. I have a hard time smacking a fly, but if I want to get out of here... The talisman probably went down with the ship. I wonder how difficult it would be to get a hold of it. Well, we've done both of those things. Can I... Okay, this way. Oh, I was going to say, where are we? Okay, so we already noticed that the talisman seems to match the symbols that are in the shrine here. Is this very big, or is it small but really close to the camera? I suppose we will find out. Here, touch the talisman against it or something. Oh no, that is rather large.
It's a small niche containing what appears to be a shard of a stone.
A niche. Okay, well, take the shard of stone.
It's a piece of the stone disc.
That's what I figured.
No, wait. It's only 1/2 of a piece. It looks like it's been divided in two. Strange.
Maybe the queen has the other half.
It's 1/2 of one of the 4 pieces of the stone disc. I got this from the temple cave of the Merim.
Alright. We're doing this, it's going rather swimmingly, don't you think? Alright, Merim Queen. You wanted proof? There it is. Let's just talk to her.
Can we talk for a minute?
Can we talk for a minute?
Yes,
Another minute?
We may.
Well, that's all, actually.
My time is yours, Gatherer.
Oh, you're very kind. Well, this is not for stabbing, this is just to show you I have a tooth as a trophy.
Here's a tooth from the dreaded Snapjaw that guarded the shipwreck. Proof of my strength and courage.
You have fulfilled that part of the prophecy. If you fulfill the rest, we will acknowledge you as the Water Stiller.
Well, that's very good. But more than that, I've got the stone.
I've taken from you the object you've kept hidden for generations. It's part of the disc that will restore the balance and save the twin worlds from chaos.
You have fulfilled that part of the prophecy. If you fulfill the rest, we will acknowledge you as the Water Stiller.
What do you mean the rest? Show you the talisman?
Here's proof of my mission. A magical talisman with the sign of the balance. It means that I'm the 13th guardian of the balance.
You have indeed fulfilled all but one of the prophecies. You might yet be the Water Stiller. We would not have thought she would come in our lifetime.
Good. Then you'll take me to your sleeping god.
There is but one more prophecy you must fulfill.
There's more? Sure, there's always more. That's the fun part about prophecies.
You must unite our people once again.
But
No
you
big
said
deal.
You were united, that there's no strife between Miram.
The Water Stiller will come to bring our people together again, to unite us and save us. This has still not come to pass. Until you do so, the prophecies of the Water Stiller have not fully come to pass.
Alright, well, take me to the land dwellers, because I feel like that's where I have to go next.
I think I know now what the prophecies mean when they say your people will be reunited. The Miram are at peace with each other, yes? But you're not at peace with the Elation, the Wind Demons.
They are our enemies.
Right now they might be, but it wasn't always like that. Not according to the carvings in the temple cave.
What do you mean?
Once upon a time, long ago, the Miram and the Elation were one people.
What? This is heresy.
I'm just telling you what I saw in your temple. This was a very long time ago, and the one species soon divided in two. One sought refuge in the sea, the other on the winds. But both the Miram and the Elation were dependent on the other for various reasons, amongst them Tenyen, which was abundant where the two people lived in close proximity to each other. Apparently, there was peace between your two people for a very long time, but then something happened, something that caused a war to break out. Both the Elation and the Miram moved far away from each other, and ever since then, your people have had a tough time finding Tenyen. I think the only way to save the Miram from a slow death, and the Elation as well probably, is to reconcile you with your, common ancestry.
How can we believe you, Water Stiller? Your words are too outrageous, and the consequences, were you to be speaking the truth, are grave.
If you don't believe me, check out the temple walls. The whole story has been recorded there, probably when you first came to this place.
But what will our people say? What will they think when we tell them they are brothers and sisters to the winged demons?
You're their queen, and so you'll have to make them understand and accept their heritage. As must the Elation, I expect, and I don't think it will be any easier for them to come to terms with their history.
You must go to them, then, to find if our temple speaks the truth, and if they are willing to speak with us like civilized people.
I would like to
Yes, I
that.
must. Water Stiller or not. If you don't reunite with them, you will die. Eventually.
We will bring you to the shores of their closest island, and we will await word from you on their answer.
Does this mean you believe me?
You are the Water Stiller. You are prophecy. We will follow your directions and fulfill our destiny. One of our people will bring you to Alais, a night's journey from here. Once there, you will find the Elation and speak with their leaders. If they agree to meet, then we will do so in a place of your choosing.
I promise I'll do my best. Goodbye.
Maybe the Elation have the
Safe
other
journey,
piece of that stone.
Water Stiller.
And together we'll have
Hold
one.
on to the piece of the disc you found in the temple. If the winged demons, the Elation, agree to meet us, we will bring the stone.